Alright, so where we left off, I'd just gotten to the moon. Now, kind of like the cold region, we do have to pick our building spot. And what shall we pick? The small crater or the big crater? I know. It's very tough decision making. Either one is viable for the start, though. Ignore his warnings. They mean nothing. He is powerless and impotent. He can't hurt you. So, these are the shield generators. Very expensive. Kind of like the cold region's mechanic, except worse. Because they're not automatically built by industry. Okay, I did not build this well at all. Okay. However, to build on the moon, these generators are actually not like atmosphere generators or anything. No, they're shields. Meaning they don't actually protect much. They do the bare minimum. So like I was saying, these shield generators, they don't provide oxygen. They don't make things safe to live in. They protect from radiation. And so that means that if we want to set up here long term, we need to do most of the making things livable happen with our building materials. This is where the titanium welded plates come in. I'm not sure welding is the best choice, but that's what we're going with. And you might notice building costs are incredible. 3 plates per. This has an upkeep. It's ridiculous. This has an upkeep. Ridiculous, and I haven't even finished building it out yet. Oh, and it also, guess what? Requires power. Which requires a whole lot of plates. So yes, if you want to have a good time, enable the respawning resource crates. You will thank me when you are not bored to death of waiting. Waiting forever. Now, roads don't have to be shielded, because as long as nobody's on a road, who cares if it's exposed to solar radiation and all that? It's not that big a deal. But
how big your colony has grown in such a short time.
Warning. Facilities require additional manpower.
due to all these safety regulations, which are completely valid, by the way, like, they're not overly designed safety regulations. No, these are absolutely necessary. It does mean we really cannot fit many people inside these at the moment. We can fit maybe 2 guys on overtime. So, we really are not working with much here. Which is part of what adds to the expenses. However, surely, but by the time you're able to get to this point, you have experience dealing with the Arctic biome, which is remarkably similar. And so, shouldn't be that bad.
Convoy of unidentified vehicles just crossed the sector border.
Hello? Read me? Please come in. I'm Xander Haynes. Sorry to invade your territory, but as I see it, we have the same. I speak for the Lear excavation.
Yes, yes, the sheep run back to those who once sheared. Red wolves like the
Here is the Manpower Project.
Listen, I was told to keep this confidential, but you see, LEC fugitives secretly fled to Earth. The Global Union didn't find a proper solution, so they transferred them to Arctic protectorates. And now I've been informed that Drake is leading a battle fleet there to annihilate them. Please, you must step in.
Spaceport expansion approved.
I'm just going to ignore that for the time. Fine. I won't ignore it.
We don't have the military means to deal with this. Might be a different matter for you.
I will do it for the simple fact that I need to upgrade the spaceport so I can ship goods back and forth.
There you are. Not a minute too early. The orbital watch. They brought in everything you respect. They know we have no means to defend ourselves, but still their preference is we fully dependent on you for support. I wish you'd never set foot in the territory. First wave of Russian weapons second.
Alright, let's just get this over and done with so I can get my stuff and go. Out of the way! I've got no time to fight them. I have to get back to building up my moon base. Actually, yeah, I've got spares. I can do that.
Certainly advocated opposition.
Okay, well, if I have to fight, I'll fight. Yeah. He wasn't supposed to survive that, so let's just make sure he didn't. Alright, let's fight our way through the choke point. I honestly have no idea where the objective is, because it could be anywhere. Oh! Oh, it's over there. Okay, well. Time to gather up resources so I can fling artillery barrages and all sorts of other things at it. Oh, it's already damaged because it's taking its time to kill off my reinforcement submarines. Okay. Convenient. An objective to do something I was going to do anyways. That's my kind of objective. Tiny payout, but... Let's see, where did the big scare ship go? Over there. Okay. He's over there. Not over here. Let's see, is that for a support cast? Yes, it is. Oh, it's going around actually destroying things. Okay. Okay, well, I should pick up some repair fuel. I will not comment on Protector Karen. I refuse. I won't comment on it.
Full speed ahead.
Now that looks like a job well done.
But Drake's fleet, his dreadnoughts, these aren't mere mercenaries. Drake must have military facilities on Earth.
I must thank you. Without you, there would be nothing left of our protectorates.
Each time you stop one of Virgil Drake's schemes, you bring us closer to a peaceful colonization of the moon. Keep it up. The landing stages are ready to accept cargo shuttles. Now you can establish interorbital transportation routes. But that doesn't mean your colony is safe. The supply lines from Earth are easy targets. I'd recommend you make your colony as self-sustaining and independent as possible.
Okay, where did all my men go?
Additional manpower. Attention. Under provision of specific consumer goods detected, consumer analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities. Attention. Under provision of specific consumer goods detected. Hard to blow up some dust. I was prepared to live in a vacuum, but this place really has nothing to offer.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Energy shortage. I was prepared to live in a vacuum, but this place really has.
Well, nothing that can be done about that. Instead, I'll have to ferry over some ration packs. And that means I have to upgrade this thing. But that requires more people.
So, what do you say?
Which means more vitamin drinks. Master surplus, some can be diverted.
Consumer analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities.
I know that's just a euphemism for electricity. Okay. A little more fine food. Oh yeah, I can absolutely grant that. Let's see. How many more do I still need? Okay. Looks like I will have to Vita pill it up. which means I need nutrients from some deep water coral. Are there most likely long-term health implications to crushing up undersea coral reefs to use as Vita pills by crushing them up with nutrient powder? Yeah. Yeah, probably. That probably is a very valid concern. Am I going to do something about that? No. Unfortunately, it seems like due to mod, these require rare earth elements, and so I will have to rely on simply spamming out housing in order to free my moon boys from the strain of poverty. By which I mean dying of no oxygen. Your urbanization needs are not satisfied, but that doesn't mean other people's aren't.
Construction options expanded.
Any missing resources? I'm going to rephrase. Any missing resources that I care about. Yes. It's always the fish.
Consumer analyses show unfulfilled demand for specific commodities. Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
Do I have any aluminum mines to expand? No, but I have a new one. So that's fine. Then upgrade this. This will take a minute.
Cause missing goods.
Let's see. What do these cost? I'm not building that. Just not happening. We will prepare this spaceport to actually go to space. I know. Revolutionary concept. And here I thought spaceports were just to go down the street. I know. I know. Crazy. Absolutely ludicrous.
Preparations for spaceport. Construction options expanded.
Now, these sustenance packs can begin being shipped over.
Registered.
Then, once the sustenance packs enable people to live on the moon, they will begin mining some ice. That ice will allow more of them to come over. And then I will be able to make this crater do what I need for me. What else do I need? Rejuvenators and Vita pills. Can't make Vita pills. Probably for the best that I can't make them at the moment due to the numerous health concerns I have regarding coral and rare earth metals.
Cosmic radiation. Their spacesuits fend off some of it. The rest is neutralized by potent medicine like this.
Yeah, the radiation is actually a very big problem. We've got the shielding, and then we've got the hefty building materials, and then we've got stims. Our ration packs are transported over directly from the Earth, in case that wasn't even enough. I will mine aluminum up here, at least for the time being, simply because it probably is not worth transporting from the cold area. But I'll reevaluate that when it becomes time.
Ready for implementation.
I'm also going to need to transfer over some Constructobots. Not all of them, but some.
Transfer route registered.
Now you.
Thanks. Look, I don't have much time. The orbital watch is already on our trail. Since they took over, they hunt down anyone who doesn't accept their authority. Many people have been driven out of their homes, and that's synonymous to a death sentence here. I know you're in a position to help those people, to provide them shelter. Please don't let them down.
I can provide them shelter, but they have to take care of themselves after I do so, and work for me for free. You don't have an alternative choice. Like was mentioned earlier, if they don't accept my contract, they will end up dying. So they will accept.
Keep up the resistance. The orbital watch is on my tail, but someone has to take care of this.
I see my money is rapidly, oh, so very rapidly depleting. But the moon has some very, very rare materials that just cannot be gathered anywhere else. So this batch will get shipped over,
Operation.
and then just look how expensive going to the moon is. Ooh. It will be made worth it. We will create dubiously healthy medication of unknown long-term consequences to the human body.
For specific consumer products.
When asked by representatives of regulatory agents on if we are aware of the long-term consequences, we will just answer, were we supposed to?
Transfer routes suffered from inadequate supply of goods.
And they will have no reply to my question of, was I supposed to? Because they won't know either.
Transfer route beginning operation.
I'll expand the rare earth shipments. We've got the creep gatherer. Funny little thing.
Signing on with the LLP.
So then we just need services and they will be happy. But maintenance stations are ridiculously expensive.
Review transfer route. Review transfer route.
So I think I'll go back to here. After all, the metal mines should soon be available. At least one or two. And I just need the mine.
The pumps are doing their thing.
It does look cool.
Navigating the marsh is tricky. It'll take a while to set up the pumps.
Attention. Under provision of specific consumer goods detected.
Once I get this up, I'll get that mine spot. And then I get this set up. And I'll get a second mine spot. What about a third? Third mine spot? No, it looks like I'd have to do that again for a third mine spot. Seems the mines are gate kept behind the marshes. But it's important to get that progress started early. And then I'll move back here. And right as that finishes, I'll build the maintenance depot. Because if the pattern holds, the upgraded houses will be less efficient at providing workforce, so I might need it.
We won't forget that.
You better not.
Things. It would be too dangerous to our cause if I living on the moon is like living in a fishbowl. One small leak and conditions become hostile. Prepare.
Attention. Under provision of specific consumer goods detected.
Loading concluded. Affirmative.
Yeah, this needs a consumption of constructobots. And to build things, I also need constructobots. And just everything here in general is super expensive.
Cargo gathered.
However, I have to do it. I have to do it. What's my current import of Constructobots? Okay. Might want to add one or two more.
Renewing parameters.
Container loaded. Coordinates confirmed.
Now, this maintenance of Constructobots is not part of the base game. It's entirely from the mod. A bit of extra challenge to really encourage you to not build on the moon if you can help it. And just make it really, really expensive to do so. So now, we no longer just have miners. We now have officers to direct them. But guess what they want? Beef. Wine. The good stuff. And you know what their stuff needs? That's right. Extra plating. Because instead of space tents and very temporary shacks for miners, they demand something that looks like people could actually live there.
Affirmative.
So the idea is upgrade the core stuff to officers and then scatter mining houses just everywhere else. You might also notice their demand list. Only one of these is directly produced here. The rest is if I'm remembering correctly. I'll have to check this to refresh myself. Oh, you could you could actually produce stuff up here. Well, I think it's probably a remnant of when vegetables were like space vegetables and then further processed, but I'll have to research that if I want to actually
Attention. Under provision of specific consumer goods detected.
Cargo gathered. Underway.
let's see. Oxygen low, huh?
Renewing parameters.
You really stood up for us. This will affect you as much as it affects us. You step in.
Import and export are the alpha and omega of business.
Yes, this is a business. It can be possible to forget that when you're colonizing the moon, but we're not here for the moon. We're here because we've got to get money out of this. But how? How could we possibly turn a profit in such a disgustingly poor environment that requires so much money?
It was only small steps, but now you stand firmly and your colony has taken roots. You're ready to get to the core of the lunar licensing program, fusion energy generation. It's all theory still. I believe in you.
Yeah, basically this is how we turn a profit. So we're going to have to mine the moon for energy. Because as much as I appreciate it, the geothermal turbines are occupying limited building spots.
Transfer route inefficient. Cost.
And if someone dares claim they're fine with that situation, call them a liar. Basically. So,
Tell me, but is that touching?
I'll need to unlock deuterium from the Arctic. This requires, well, this requires a massive investment. And how do we get the money for any massive investment? Walbrook Basin. Because I need to turn a profit now. Because the costs are only going to get up higher and higher and higher as the lunar resources are gathered. And bankruptcy is just not an option.
Attention. Under provision of
I have not authorized it, after all. Actually, still not enough rice to feed the growing Moneybags, I mean population of the temperate area. A lot of food is needed. And rice is cheap. Beef isn't. Just how it goes.